Hello my beautiful Scorpios, welcome to your love reading for the first half of March 2023. I hope you're doing well. Based on the pre-shuffle, I'm getting you're healing. There's hope in your love life, although I don't see a lot of progression or movement right now. Perhaps you're not quite sure what you want to do with somebody, with a connection. The star is really nice. Maybe you're just focusing on yourself, you're focusing on your healing. And the Two of Wands in the reverse is that indication that you're not quite sure which move to make, how you want to move forward. We have the Six of Swords, so it's a period of transition, but there's also some hesitancy that I'm picking up on here. We have the King of Swords in the reverse. What I'm getting is that you lack a strategy. And it could be making you feel a little bit uneasy, because normally Scorpios are quite calculated. Normally we're very passionate. We know exactly what it is that we want. But perhaps you've got a lot on right now. You know, I'm feeling it. 10 of Wands, you're carrying a lot of responsibility. There's heavy energy. Perhaps something hasn't quite ended from your past. Even though you've healed quite a lot, we have the Death card in the reverse. So there's this resistance to transform, or this resistance to move forward in some way. The Four of Cups is here. So some of you don't want to move on, maybe, from a missed opportunity. Okay, Four of Cups can be a missed opportunity, all right? Or some of you could just not be seeing anyone in your environment that really strikes a chord within you or inspires passion. There's some resistance to move forward because we have the Four of Cups next to the Eight of Cups, which is a card about leaving a situation or leaving someone behind. Yeah, see, 10 of Swords in the reverse. There's unfinished business with an Emperor. Someone that could have, you know, you could have had a lot of passion with, but you feel tied to them in some way. You feel bound to them in some way. They were a powerful presence in your life, that Emperor. But Five of Pentacles, they left you out in the cold in some way. Maybe when you were involved with them, there was fear, there was codependency. You know, the devil talks about those things. Some kind of toxic dynamic between the two of you, which ultimately led to unhappiness, the Sun in the reverse, or a lack of clarity. There was definitely passion with this person. The Page of Wands is here. Maybe they've reached out to you recently. Page of Wands can be communication. There was some kind of flash of inspiration when it comes to this connection. With this Star card, this Page of Wands, and this Four of Wands, you were happy about this. Whatever this was, this development, you were happy about this development. What is this Six of Wands in the reverse? In the past, this person wasn't able to prioritize you and you felt a little bit neglected. That's what I'm getting with the Six of Wands next to the Eight of Wands in the reverse. Maybe things were left up in the air with the Eight of Wands in the reverse. And that's why we have the Ten of Swords in the reverse, unfinished business. This person left you feeling really confused. I feel like they could have had a lot of other things going on in their life and you didn't feel prioritized. Six of Wands in the reverse. You still harbor feelings for this person because the Queen of Cups is here. But I also feel like the Queen of Cups is here because you had no choice other than to trust your intuition about this person because they kept you in the dark. There's something about a lack of communication here. Three of Pentacles in the reverse. Also a lack of effort due to their other priorities. You know, the Three of Pentacles in the reverse is someone who isn't really cooperating, isn't really a team player. They're not really working towards a shared goal, possibly because they're juggling too many other things, or they're just not a team player. This Emperor could just be out for themselves, a little bit selfish. So I feel like you had no other choice but to withdraw your efforts, your investment, your time and energy. 7 of Pentacles in the reverse. And also I'm getting this person's surroundings could have created a bit of chaos and interference. That's what I'm getting with the 10 of Pentacles in the reverse next to the 9 of Swords, which is, you know, anxiety, stress, sleepless nights. I feel like you thought, you know, if I end up with this person in the long term, are things going to get worse? Are things going to spiral out of control? Does this person even know how to have a happy, healthy, long-term, stable relationship? That's what the 10 of Pentacles in the upright kind of represents. So I definitely feel like this person created some kind of chaos. The Tower card is here in the reverse. And I feel like the two of you going your separate ways instigated a tower moment or tower moments for this person. King of Wands is here. I feel like this is the other person. The King of Wands is looking at you and you're the 4 of Pentacles in the reverse. It's like you're letting everything go. It's like it's too heavy for you to carry. You don't want the burden of unforgiveness. You don't want the burden of unfinished business. Sorry, it was almost like you had to give yourself closure because this person denied you closure, right? And I feel like there was a lack of an apology. Page of Cups in the reverse. Maybe they expected you to apologize. You expected them to apologize, but no one did. And so I feel like this connection kind of just disintegrated into thin air. That's why there was lack of closure, because there could have been an argument, but I feel like both of you were expecting the other person to try to resolve the matter, and it just never resolved, because we have the Hanged Man here, okay, and the Moon. So for a long, long time, you were hung up on this connection, because Scorpios don't like guessing or being left to guess. Yeah, I feel like it was a real burden. There could have been secrets too that you never quite were able to get to the bottom of. And then all of a sudden you stopped waiting. 3 of Wands in the reverse. You were no longer going to put your life on hold for this person. So 5 of Swords, it's like you cut your losses. You were like, this is a lose-lose situation. This person can't offer me the resolution, or they can't offer me the closure that I need, therefore I'm going to have to give it to myself. Yeah, so I definitely feel like all of a sudden you were single. The 9 of Pentacles is here in the reverse. Usually that talks about codependency, but I feel like you both missed each other, and you could have tried to move on with other people with this 9 of Pentacles in the reverse, but 6 of Cups, the two of you were holding on to memories. I feel like you still cared for this person, because we have the Queen of Pentacles here. And then I feel like you morphed into the Queen of Wands. Even though there's 2 queens here, which would sometimes, well, most of the time, suggest 2 people, 2 different individuals, and therefore possibly a third-party situation. I'm actually getting an evolution. You went from the Queen of Pentacles, someone who was invested in a connection, someone who supported, someone who nurtured, into someone who stepped into their power and had strong boundaries, okay? I feel like you had to make a decision. It could have been a very painful one, because the Lovers is here next to the 2 of Cups. There was definitely a soulmate connection here. The Lovers next to the 2 of Cups, you can't get more powerful than that. But it required a lot of work. 8 of Pentacles, a lot of dedication, which maybe you thought you were doing all of that, but the other person possibly not. There is some kind of breakthrough. Maybe a heart-to-heart conversation with the Ace of Swords. Maybe a truth comes to light. But we have the Magician and the Justice card in the reverse. Both of these cards are telling me you struggle to see how you can make this connection happen. How can you balance the scales between you and this other person? Will it ever be a fair 50-50 equal partnership? I feel like that's the crux of the issue. The Magician in the reverse is telling me you feel like you don't have what it takes, or nobody could balance the scales in this particular connection. So Ace of Cups in the reverse is kind of giving me that missed opportunity kind of vibe. It's like you poured your heart out to this person, but in the end you were left with an empty cup. So you had no other choice but to cut your losses. Again, we have the Queen of Swords and the Chariot here. You had to keep moving forward. Part of you just wanted to stay with this person, but you had no other choice but to keep on moving. That's what I'm getting with the two Sphinxes on the Chariot card next to the High Priestess. Two cards which have a lot of duality. So you've got the two Sphinxes in the Chariot, and then you've got the two pillars in the High Priestess card. I feel like your person could have had a dual nature to them as well. On the one hand, they could be really loving, and maybe you had a lot of passion in this connection, but then with this empty cup, emotionally they may not have been able to show up for you. And in terms of their level of effort and their communication, maybe they fell short. Okay. Someone wants to come in and communicate with this Knight of Swords. It's next to the King of Pentacles. I like this. So the King of Pentacles is neutralizing the Knight of Swords, because the Knight of Swords can sometimes come across as hostile and aggressive, whereas the King of Pentacles is more steadfast and reliable. I feel like this person is going to come in and maybe say, in the time that we had apart from each other, I was able to see things clearer. Okay, the Hermit in the reverse next to the Seven of Wands in the reverse. Maybe the two of you were quite stubborn in your own ways, and ultimately it led to heartbreak. Three of Swords. The two of you weren't able to kind of see eye to eye or meet in the middle. Yeah, we have like clashing here. Five of Wands. Other people possibly interfering. Nine of Cups in the reverse is, you know, major emotional disappointment, but it can also be selfishness. Someone putting their own individual needs above the relationship. And again, there was an issue with balance, unable to strike a balance with this Temperance card. But I feel like over time, there was healing and understanding as to why the two of you had your differences. The Hierophant in the reverse. Yeah, the Hierophant in the reverse next to the Two of Pentacles in the reverse. The two of you may have had different ideas of what constituted a healthy relationship, or different ideas about the roles within a relationship, different ideas about what is a happily ever after. Eight of Swords in the reverse, you had to break yourself free and stop overthinking. I think over time you gave up on the idea of, you know, reconciling with this person. Judgment in the reverse next to Ten of Cups in the reverse. So you didn't take any action. You didn't initiate anything. Ace of Wands in the reverse, because you thought it would be a waste of your time and energy. Six of Pentacles in the reverse. But here we are, Ace of Pentacles. We have a new beginning being offered, although there's a caveat. Knight of Cups in the reverse is telling me that this person wants to offer a new beginning, but they don't know how to come in and execute that offer, or they don't know how to approach you. Knight of Cups in the reverse is that gesture or that offer not really being communicated or not being forthcoming. So instead, this person is trying to find ways or understand what you're wanting. They're trying to do their due diligence. They're trying to do their homework. What does Scorpio actually want, and how can I navigate this situation? Page of Swords. They don't know how to seal the deal. The World in the reverse. They don't know how to get victory. and move through this period of uncertainty is what I'm getting. There is a bit of resistance. Now, I feel like it could be on your side, Scorpio. The Strength in the reverse is, I feel like fear that things are going to just go around in circles. And history is going to repeat. That's what I'm getting. So I feel like this person has a desire to start from scratch with this Page of Pentacles. It's like, we need to get to know each other better than we did the first time around. We need to understand how each other ticks, you know, what triggers each other. And I feel like both of you need to let down your guard, let down your defenses. There's a lot of defensiveness here with this Nine of Wands in the reverse, and this is Spirit's way of saying, you know, you have to open up. Seven of Swords in the reverse, is saying that I feel like there's going to be some truth bombs as to why someone was a little bit in and out, or, you know, hot and cold, Knight of Wands in the reverse. Why they weren't able to commit, Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. Why they weren't ready. Why the timing was off, Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. King of Cups in the upright position, Two of Swords in the reverse. If both of you have love for each other, King of Cups, but there's been problems with communication, and therefore the two of you haven't really understood the needs of the other, and where the other person is coming from. That's what I'm getting with the Two of Swords in the reverse. And that's why the Fool card is here in the reverse. Trust issues. Two people not knowing how to embark on a new journey together. But there is healing here, and there is reunion. Okay, so we have the Four of Swords, which is resting, recuperating, convalescing, healing. Time apart, next to the Three of Cups, which is coming back together, celebrating. Interesting. It's like you're no longer mourning the loss of this relationship, Five of Cups in the reverse. It's like all of the tears have been shed, but you're also not chasing this. You're not forcing this. It's like that's where the resistance is. Empress in the reverse. And the Empress in the reverse can be like a lack of expansion or growth. And it's because of your reluctance to make a move and their reluctance or not knowing how to approach. That's kind of what I'm getting here. Interesting. Let's have a look at some oracles. Angels and Spirit, what does Scorpio need to know about love in the first half of March 2023? What does Scorpio need to know about love in the first half of March 2023? Scorpio need to know first half of March 2023 in love, please, Spirit. Yeah, see, that's what I'm seeing. Uncertainty on both sides. You don't know what they want and how they feel about you, and vice versa, and it's making you both hold back your feelings. It's like, you make the first move. No, you make the first move. Tell me what you want. No, you tell me what you want. That kind of thing. We have immaturity here. So it's saying their immature behavior prevents them from coming forward. They refuse to admit that they love you. Wow. And the advice on this card is, if you stand your ground. Interesting. They definitely want a new beginning. Look at that. I mean, can it be more black and white? So they definitely hope to get this relationship off the ground and give it a fair chance. Angels and Spirit, please show me. What else does Scorpio need to know about this connection? All right, you've got keep an open mind. So I feel like you are keeping an open mind because of that Two of Wands in the reverse. You haven't made up your mind yet. And I feel like you are managing your expectations. There is fear that history is going to repeat itself, but at the same time, you are kind of sensing some changes within this person. That's what I'm getting. The Four of Pentacles in the reverse was giving me the impression that you've let go of the things that happened, the things that went down in the past. You've come to terms with that. You've made peace with that. And you're not holding a grudge over it. So, yeah, I feel like you are open-minded about where this could go. The potential of this new beginning. Let's have a look at some other advice. Yeah, I think you're both very cautious. You're both thinking before you speak. You don't want to jump to conclusions. You don't want to make mountains out of molehills, because I feel like that could have played a part in the breakup previously. Maybe you were a bit overreactive with this person, or they told you overreacted, and so you're kind of like, oh, okay, I need to kind of just stay grounded, not jump to conclusions. You don't want to drive this person away. You want to show this person that you have grounded your emotions and you're a lot more thoughtful when it comes to expressing yourself. It's really interesting. Definitely there's been like growth. Angels and Spirit, please show me, what does Scorpio need to see regarding love in the first half of March? Have fun again. I feel like, yeah, you did at one point have a lot of fun with this person, and I feel like you want to recapture that. So you're showing them that you're strong and mature, and you have a lot to offer and bring to the table, but you're also showing this person your playful side. So you're trying to strike that balance is what I'm getting. Yeah. Okay, I feel like you gave this person freedom. This person might value freedom. So it's like the connection, you pressed pause on the connection. Now, it could have been for a number of weeks, it could have been for a number of months. The two of you took time apart, you grew as individuals, you gave this person a chance to realize what life looks like without you. Wow. Okay. I feel like this is your advice, but I feel like this is what you could be also doing currently. You're creating the daydream effect to make this person feel like they've found gold. So you're cultivating a desirable image, making this person feel like they won't ever be able to achieve this with anyone else. You are leaving them constantly daydreaming about the potential of this relationship. And you are not clinging on to this person. In no way, shape, or form are you being needy, because you know that you have to be willing to lose this person in order to get them. So you're also not putting them on a pedestal that they haven't earned. You know, they could have hurt you a lot in the past, and so you're keeping your boundaries strong. And yeah, you've got respect your differences. I was about to say the word respect. I feel like both of you have gone away and you've rediscovered like this newfound respect for the other person. And just because they don't see things the way that you see them doesn't mean they're wrong, right? So you can still disagree with each other and respect each other's opinion. You're learning from each other. And, you know, differences don't have to spell the end of a relationship. They can actually enhance a relationship, make it more interesting, right? Imagine dating a clone of you. How boring, right? Boring. Not that I'm calling you boring, and I'm certainly not boring, but, you know, that would get a bit tedious. Let's have a look at the Crush of Love Oracle. What is the message for Scorpio, please? Deja vu. So definitely there is the past returning. There is that sense of, oh, I've been through this before. I know this person. You're also worried about history repeating. So that's why this card is coming out. But deja vu kind of throws you off a little bit, because it's like, have I experienced a past life with this person? Why does this feel so familiar? Ooh, okay. You've got dare. So I feel like you're bringing the sexy back. This connection has strong chemistry is what I'm getting. You're in your feminine energy. You're definitely not chasing this person, and you're willing to give this a go. You've got try again. Give it a try. I feel like you're at the point now where you'd rather just give it another go rather than die wondering what if. Do you know what I mean? That's what I'm getting strongly. Let's get this person's true feelings and intentions towards you, Scorpio. We'll also see how they view you. Angels and Spirit, show me, how does this person truly feel towards Scorpio? What do they want? Wow. The Strength card. It's interesting. We'll have to clarify that, because it's a tough one. It's got multiple meanings. You know, the Strength card can talk about animalistic desire and lust, but it can also talk about resistance. It talks about courage, overcoming obstacles. I feel like this person does want to overcome the obstacles that you faced once before. I feel like you both tamed some of your impulses in terms of your reactions towards each other. I feel like this time around you're going to know the ropes a little bit more. You're going to be less likely to trigger each other. Yeah, see, the Devil in the reverse is good, because I feel like you're going to break the chains of some kind of toxic behaviors that plagued you previously. Yeah, so like codependent tendencies, things like that. It's going to be a completely new dynamic, I feel. And that's good. That's what you need it to be if you want a different outcome this time around. The Sun, yeah. This person definitely wants a new beginning. You know, the Sun, it's like, it's a new day. It's a new horizon. They definitely want happiness, a new beginning. A lot of passion with this person. You know, the Sun is hot, right? It emanates warmth, and you see that flag here. Yes, it's a red flag, and sometimes red flag, well, all the time red flags are warnings. You know the warnings that come with this person. You've already lived that. But I'm getting this as passion and fun times being recaptured. The Devil talks about, you know, sex and passion as well. And this, I already told you, the Strength card can talk about lust and desire. So I'm getting a lot of passion with this person. Some of you could be dealing with a Leo. Others of you could be dealing with a Capricorn. Doesn't have to be though. Whoa, we have the Tower card. Yeah, so obviously there's potential for chaos in this connection. But also I feel like there's been an awakening. Both of you have endured radical change in the time that you have been apart. That's what I'm getting, okay? This card kind of just fell out randomly. I'm just going to see if it comes out again. The Eight of Wands in the reverse. It could just be that things are a little bit up in the air at the moment, because the two of you are holding back a little bit in terms of expressing your feelings and intentions. So Angels and Spirit, please show me what is this person's true feelings and intentions towards Scorpio. Now, this person may deflect in terms of, you know, they're not great at taking accountability for the part that they played in the breakdown of this relationship. So, you know, some people might call it gaslighting, like blaming you for everything that went down. Bit of a red flag when people do that, but also this person just wants you to put the past behind you and give them another chance. So I can see where that's coming from. Angels and Spirit, please show me what are this person's true intentions towards Scorpio. they don't know how you feel about them. So they're definitely feeling a little bit stuck. They're in the dark about what you want. Yeah, they definitely want a new beginning. That's kind of like a peace offering, the Page of Pentacles. Yeah, interesting. Let's see what you should be aware of. What is the... You know what? It's going to come out in your advice. So let's do your simple love advice. Angels and Spirit, please show me, what is the advice for Scorpio in love in the first half of March 2023? What's the advice for Scorpio in March? At the bottom, you've got detachment from the plan. So definitely don't get too attached to a specific outcome. So manage your expectations when it comes to this person. It is going to require a leap of faith. It's going to require courage. You've got to take a risk. Now, that can mean different things depending on your situation. Sometimes taking a risk is cutting your losses, letting this person go, and embracing the unknown. Sometimes we go back to old relationships because they offer that sense of familiarity. Hence, we got that deja vu card. So it depends, like what kind of a risk you want to take. You know, it is a risk going back to this person and having history repeat, but it's also a risk not giving this another chance and seeing if there really is potential. One thing is for sure, if you do the same thing that you did before, you're going to get the same result because you've got the patterns card here. So you don't want to go round and round in circles. Remember, Albert Einstein's definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. So what can you change in the dynamic? What can you change? Behaviors, thought patterns, communication, style. And definitely, if you're going to give this another go, the two of you have to open up to each other, because we have open or closed. When you protect yourself, yes, you won't get hurt, but you also won't let love in either. So again, you're being asked to take a chance and open your heart. You can always close it. The colors in the world are so much brighter when your heart is open. You will see. Don't go in naive, and I don't think that really, Scorpio, you are. You are well aware of the dangers, because the warning card is here. And it does say not everyone has the best intentions, and some people do things to make themselves feel better or to protect themselves, and unfortunately others, i.e. you and I, get hurt in the process. So there is a need to be careful. There is a need to proceed with caution. Let go is another sign that you are not in control here. You have to kind of surrender. This may or may not work. There's no guarantees here. You have to let go of the past, let go of the pain and the lack of forgiveness. Clean slate is what's called for here. And this person definitely values freedom. You've got mine, mine, mine. So this is a card about possessiveness. It's going to stifle the relationship. You're going to need to love this person in a way that makes them feel free. Otherwise, it's not going to work. There needs to be trust. This card says trust in them as much as you trust in yourself, because only then can you love without worry. So I'm going to end the reading on not a simple love advice. We just did that. A crystal spirit message. So the question is, can you love this person without worry? Or does this person instill fear in you? Does this person trigger fears of abandonment in you because of the way that they act? That's a question only you can answer, your intuition. Angels and Spirit, please show me what is Scorpio's message in love. First half of March 2023. What is Scorpio's message in love? Okay, so you have green aventurine and amber. Interesting. Amber is all about family relationships and dynamics affecting, you know, your romantic relationships in adulthood. So think about patterns that you might be perpetuating, patterns that you learnt in childhood, you know, conditioning, that kind of thing. Think about the other person's conditioning as well. Once you're aware, you don't have to be kept stuck, and you can heal ancient patterns, right? Outdated beliefs, that kind of thing. So it's all about, you know, childhood wounds, and how that might be impacting you. Green aventurine is talking about luck, good fortune, potential, possibility, and new opportunities. It says, beyond what the eye can see lies a field of infinite possibilities. The field where the 13th century poet Rumi asked his lover to meet him. Green aventurine spirit calls you to recognize that there is no end to the number of people who will come into your life offering loving support and acceptance. So never settle for less than what you deserve. The universe is always sending new opportunities for experiencing love and makes sure there are many fish in the sea. So open to possibility, and the love that you seek will show up for you. You need to open up your heart, Scorpio. For too long, you may have closed it due to, you know, multiple hurt, experiences that hurt you. Okay. So I hope that this reading was helpful, Scorpio. Do leave me feedback in the comment section. If you like this video, it will help me immensely. YouTube's algorithm is like really stuffed at the moment. It's trying to turn into TikTok with short videos. So do me a favor, engage with my content, and I will continue uploading stuff for you as much as I possibly can. I will see you guys next time. Bye, Scorpio.